Well, a warm welcome to this talk. Now, as President Eisenhower was leaving office in 1961, he warned of the dangers of public policy being held captive to a scientific and technical elite. And this was really a prophetic vision, really, that President Eisenhower had, that science and technology should be for the good of everyone, because the ultimate purpose of knowledge is to reduce human suffering. And our primary duties, I believe, are to each other. Human beings are here to live in community and to serve each other. Now, the reason I'm saying this is last Monday, unbelievably, I was invited to a film premiere in the Odeon in Leicester Square, where they preview the James Bond films and all these Hollywood type films in the UK. and I've never been invited to one before. I doubt I'll ever be invited again, but this was it here. Dr. Asim Malhotra's film, First Do No Pharm, which of course reflects the idea of first do no harm. And it's professionally made by filmmaker Donal O'Neill, working with Asim Malhotra. And a pretty impressive film it was as well. These were just the billboards outside here. A cardiologist uncovers big pharma corruption. That's the sign on the billboard in Leicester Square. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit about this film in a minute, but it was really quite comprehensive. It lasts for the best part of 2 hours. And once you start watching it, I'm afraid you're going to have to write off the next 2 hours, because it really is quite compulsive. It's entertaining, it's a professionally made film, but it's also packed full of information. Anyway, enough from me. Let's listen to a few minutes now that the makers of the film have kindly given me permission to share.
In his farewell speech to the nation in 1961, President Eisenhower warned the US public about the dangers of the military-industrial complex. He also warned them about something else.
In holding scientific research and discovery in respect, as we should, we must also be alert to the equal and opposite danger that public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
A country is as strong really as its citizens. And I think that mental and physical health, mental and physical vigor go hand in hand.
That more people each year die of cancer in the United States than all the Americans who lost their lives in World War II.
Attention to physical fitness is one of those things that says something about a nation and its people.
In fact, it is now conceivable that our children's children will know the term cancer only as a constellation of stars.
Medicine is constantly improving. Medicare must keep pace.
So they made a deal that was a handshake with the devil. There's nobody on Capitol Hill who will stand up to them.
They are now out of control as an entity that is purely there to make money. A psychopathic entity.
Between 2003 and 2016, fines imposed on large pharmaceutical companies for fraud and other illegal activities amounted to $33 billion.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, mate.
Good to see you again. It's been
All
a
right.
while. Good to see you.
Becoming a doctor was a calling for me. I had a medical background. Both my parents were general practitioners, and that certainly had an influence on me in terms of the career I ended up pursuing. But also, there was a very strong sense in my family that your primary duty and responsibility is to the community. And my father taught me that the ultimate purpose of knowledge is to reduce human suffering.
Now, of course, we'll all have our views about the presidents in that clip there. Some with some a little more controversial than others, shall we say. But I think what we can agree on is that they're talking there about the risk of science not properly used, not applied to the benefit of the people. And of course, they're also talking about the importance of physical fitness and lifestyle. Now, of course, drugs are sometimes necessary, but also we need to consider lifestyle factors in taking charge of our own health. And then, of course, we saw Dr. Malhotra there, who is the doctor who basically instigated this film. He's a consultant cardiologist. And believe me, if you're ill, if you're unfortunate enough to be sick, he's the kind of doctor you want. I know Asim reasonably well now, and what you see is what you get. He's a completely genuine guy. Now, if you want this film, I'm afraid it was made professionally, and there is money to recoup. I stress I have zero financial interest in the film. I'm just interested in the content. But here it is here at the very top of the description. Now, I think they've given us a special rate for viewers of my channel, which is really remarkably kind of the filmmakers. I think it's £5 which is just under $7 US. I know. Not ideal to have to pay, but get a few mates round and watch this film together. It's not a fortune in comparison. It really is just to cover the costs of the film because it was a professionally made film. But you'll be fascinated by it if you're interested in this kind of material. And there we are. So that's the film there. First Do No Pharm. Yeah, $6.99 US, about £5, and you can download it. And there's a report here from Asim about the film. And even if you don't download the film, just log on and read this little introduction that Asim has given here. The harsh reality is this: we are drowning in a sea of pharmaceuticals, pushed upon us by an industry that has long since abandoned its moral compass in pursuit of profit. Now, of course, don't stop or start any medication as a result of what you see here. You always have to go with your own doctor, but the principle here is that are we using drugs as a first resort, a pill for every ill, often rather than thinking about lifestyle factors in the first instance, is the question that we are asking. And First Do No Pharm is the film. This film isn't just an expose, it's a call to arms. It will provide you with the knowledge and tools to fight back against a system that values profits over patients. We'll show you how to navigate this treacherous landscape, how to protect yourself and your loved ones from the excesses of an industry gone mad. So there you are. You can download it for yourself. Let's just give that a go, actually. So you just click I want this, and it will take you to, you can just get access to it there. I'm not quite sure what the deal is, whether it's one-time download or a particular amount of time you get it for. But anyway, schedule it for tomorrow night or Monday evening or Sunday evening or whatever, and get a few mates round, get in a couple of beers or some green tea. That's what I meant to say, some green tea, and watch it. But you try and watch it with other people. It really helps. And then, of course, you can discuss the issues brought to life by the film. But really well worth watching. As I say, 2 hours, quite compulsive viewing. And just to stress, I've no financial interest in this whatsoever. I keep getting, about once or twice a week, people will email me and ask me to do, what do you call it, a sponsored bit in the videos. And I never do, I never have. So this is purely to promote the content of the film, which I believe is of incredible importance. And the principles in this film also apply to quite a few other aspects of contemporary life, in my view, as well. Not primarily why the film was made, but I think it's also true. So I'm going to leave that there for now, otherwise I'll go on for ages. Now, quite a lot more to come. When I was there, I did interview some fascinating people, and we'll have a report from the US Senate as well shortly in the next video. But I'm going to leave that now, and we'll come back soon with some more interesting people to talk to. For now, thank you for watching.